What's up guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to F1 2023. This is season 2 with McLaren. So let's get straight into the first race here. We are going to Bahrain this week. So we are still with McLaren. We decided to stay with them. We got a new contract as well. Obviously, if you are new to the videos, welcome. Obviously, if you want to go and watch any of the previous videos, there will be a playlist at the end of the video for you to go and watch last season. If you are returning, then obviously you would have known that we had a bit of a hit and miss season, but we did pick it up at the end of the season, finishing very nicely, I would say, better than expected as well. So let's progress into season 2, see how we get on this season. Are we going to stick with McLaren throughout the whole season? Time will tell. Let's see if we get obviously a new contract or some new teams sort of contact us or approach us. But yeah, let's go straight into the thick of things here. We have the car reveal coming up for season 2, so let's see what it looks like for this upcoming season. I think it's pretty much going to be the same as last year, to be honest. I'm not sure if they have made any differences sort of when you go into a new season. It looks pretty similar to me, to be honest. We have still got quite a few upgrades to do as well for the car, so we'll get through them as and when we can this season. But yeah, we'll see how we get on. We have added some new races. We've taken out some old ones. I believe Azerbaijan is off the calendar this year, along with Japan, I believe. So yeah, there will be some new races this season as well. So we'll see how we get on after the first couple of races. Hopefully we can compete with the other teams. We can stay up there and be up there. But yeah, we'll go straight into this first race weekend of the calendar. But again, 23 races, so a lengthy season coming up here. But yeah, we're going to go straight into qualifying as we did last season. So we will do the one-shot qualifying, and then we'll just go straight into the race of 5 laps. Most of the tracks we have done before, so we don't need that much practice. Might take a few races just to get used to the buttons again and the driving, but overall we should hopefully be fine. So we're going to aim for as high as possible. Last year I set myself the goal of top 10 for personal championship, and then top 5 as drivers. We did sort of smash that, spoiler alert, we did. So again, we're going to sort of set ourselves a goal of top 3 in the driver championship, and then again sort of top 3 for the overall team constructors. So we'll see how we get on this season. Again, we are in Bahrain now. Very nice track. Just see if we can set some pace around here for the first race weekend. Okay, pretty slow through that first corner there. Just going to take a couple of corners, I think, just to get used to the car again. But so far we are in P1, so it is looking pretty good. Okay, we have dropped down to P3 there. Hamilton is just ahead of us. But again, we have got a few upgrades to make to the car throughout this season. We didn't manage to upgrade the full car last year, so that'd be good to go into the new season with a new car, but make some changes if we need to. Right, we've lost a bit of time there on that corner, but we are making up the pace here. We are currently P2, as you can see on the left hand side. Okay, we jumped back into P1, but a bit slow again through that corner there. Hamilton has got some pace by the looks of it. See if we can catch him up here and maybe nick it just at the end. Okay, a bit wide on that corner again, but we should hopefully be able to compete with the Mercedes here. We found that the back end of last season, the Ferraris and the Mercedes just had a lot of pace on the straights. And it looks to be the same here, to be honest. I think we're going to have to settle for P2 there. But again, first race back into the new season, we'll take a P2. Not complaining at all. Hopefully across the 5 laps that gives us plenty of time to overtake Hamilton as well here, which is perfect. and Lando P3 as well. So overall, can't complain there at all for the team there. That's great. Great pace setting there. We'll go straight into the race now. 5 laps as always, coming up for the first race of the season. So again, I mean P2, P3. We'll take that overall as a team. See if we can compete with Hamilton here. Try and get our first win of the season, and then try and carry that through the rest of the season. It will be interesting to see if, as well, our upgrades carry across, or whether we do sort of start from scratch with it being a new car. First time playing a back-to-back season career, so we'll have a look at the end of this race, see where we stand with the car and what upgrades we can do. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. We definitely pushed ourselves last year, so it'll be interesting to see what we can do this year as well coming up. But I have full confidence in the car, so yeah, hopefully we should be competing. We should be challenging at least. It'll definitely be interesting to see what the Red Bulls and Ferraris do as well.
We're into those tense few minutes.
Right, 5 laps coming up right now. See if we can get a good start off the line. And we do. It looks like Hamilton stalled a bit. Norris has gone through as well, so P1 and P2 currently for the McLaren boys. See if we can. Alright, that was the first corner that caught us out in qualifying. See if we can stick to this and maybe put some space between us and the cars behind. But we know that we've definitely got the pace, especially as Norris is definitely up there now as well. I mean, we did sort of out-qualify and out-race Norris pretty much all last season. He didn't do too bad the back end of the season, but in the beginning he was sort of mid-grid really, pretty much the whole way through qualifying and races, so it's good to see that he's up there as well with us. It means we've definitely got a good team there. We've gone a bit wide on that corner there. It's caught us out a few times, so we'll make sure the next couple of laps to keep it nice and tidy going around that corner. At 0.6 of a second behind is Norris and Russell. Russell's shot up to 3rd now, so Hamilton has definitely dropped back. I mean, it looked like he did stall on the line, so I don't know whether he had a vehicle failure completely or whether he's just stalled and the cars have overtaken him at the beginning there. But we'll see at the end of the race where he finished. We haven't picked our rival yet currently, so I think that will probably be a few races in, so we'll see who our main rival is going to be over the course of the first couple of races this season. So far it's looking good. Bahrain is a pretty simple track, to be honest. I mean, there's a few braking points, but overall it's a nice tidy circuit, not too many sharp corners. I mean, there is a few straights where you can pick up some pace as well, but overall there's nothing that should sort of catch you out really. Norris is holding on to P2 very nicely as well there, so it's good. I've gone pretty wide again there on that same corner, but yeah, Norris is holding off the guys behind as well, which is definitely helping us when we make that small mistake there. It's good, good teammate there. Right, so we've got pretty much 2 seconds ahead of the other cars, so when it comes to DRS now on lap 3 we should be pretty safe. But again, that standings on the left hand side might change all of a sudden. There might be some cars that have quicker pace, so time will tell, but we'll definitely see over the next couple of laps if that is the case. Come up to the end of lap 2 here. I'm not sure if we're going to set another quickest lap here. Okay, we do set another fastest lap, which is perfect. See if we can get those extra points this season as well. Definitely came in handy helping us climb the constructors table last year. Right, Russell's shot up into P2, so that DRS has definitely helped him, but again 3 seconds behind us, so no need to panic just yet. He's closing the gap slightly, but I mean Norris is still there, he's still lingering in P3, so that's perfect. See if we can get a alright, Norris has made the move as well into P2, so that's great there for the team. It's a great move. We'll see if we can get a another all Brit podium like we got a few times last year between ourselves, Norris, Russell, Hamilton. Over the last couple of races, I think it was pretty much back to back. There was an all Brit podium, but as long as we're on top, that's all that matters really. Alright, coming up to the end of lap 3 pretty much here, so 2 more laps to go. Drive's been pretty comfortable so far. Settled into the car, settled into the race pretty nicely. I mean, we got the perfect start. We had the pretty good qualifying session. A few mistakes, but again, we sort of kept it in P2, which is favourable for us. Lap 4 coming up, and we set another fastest lap as well, which is perfect. If we can carry on setting fastest laps, then we're not going to get beat, let's be honest. Another mistake there, but again, not too costly. 5-second gap now from the cars behind, so we are just going to cruise this round the track, not make any silly mistakes.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 4.7 seconds.
4.7, that's a good gap. It's perfect. Again, there's not really many corners where you can make sort of a significant mistake. I mean, they're pretty recoverable, it's pretty easy. It's not like some of the other tracks and races where you can end up in a wall or anything like that really. So overall, as long as you can sort of keep the car on track, you should be pretty good to win the race really, if you get a good qualifying session. But so far we haven't had too much work to do. Right, gap's up to 5.5 seconds now pretty much, so I think we can pretty much call this. It'd be interesting to see where the cars behind finish. Set the pace for this second season as well. Great to see that the car has sort of kept its speed as well. Final lap coming up, over 6 seconds now, the car's behind, so if we can yeah, keep this pace for the season, it's going to be a pretty good season. Russell's jumped back into second there as well, as you can see, but Norris keeping his grip on the top 3. Russell and Hamilton, so the Mercedes boys, might actually be our rivals this season. It was the Red Bulls and Ferraris last year, but I mean, by the looks of it, McLaren are up there this year, so they may be our contenders. Pretty much 3/4 of the lap done here, so a few more corners to go, and then that should be the end of this race. See if Norris can close that gap to Russell before the end there. Last couple of corners coming up. We are pretty much clear. I'm in 7 seconds, unless something goes wrong with the car. I think it's safe to say, coming up to the finish line here. First race done and dusted, P1. We'll take that. A very good race. I mean, pretty easy race, pretty standard race to be honest. I mean, great start, nothing went wrong. So we will take that. George Russell driver of the day, that's fully deserved. I mean, he was swapping places with Norris all throughout that race to be honest. So we'll go straight to the podium and see if it is a All Brit podium, which I believe it was. Yeah, Russell's there and Lando's there as well, so that's perfect. Great start for the team as well. P1 and P3, so we'll take that. Great start there to the season. Hamilton did finish in 6th, so he did at least complete the race, but he must have just had a bad start. So that's fine. 26 points. We've got fastest lap as well, so that is perfect. We'll take that to begin the season. Top of the constructors championship as well. So that is great. We will, as I said, we will go and check the car, see if it's the same sort of upgrades or whether it started from scratch. Okay, so they're still there. Got quite a few points to spend actually. So let's see what they recommend. Okay, gearbox, which we'll do. And then what else do they recommend? We don't have enough, but at least we keep the parts and the upgrades from last year, so we haven't got that many upgrades to do based on what is there. I mean, as you can see, we are still 7th. Is that 7th or 8th? Pretty much. Yeah, 7th. We're like the 7th best car on the grid, realistically. Mercedes and Ferrari, Red Bull all up there, so again, for us to come away with a win there, perfect start really. Top of the driver standings, top of the constructor standings as well. Another trophy added to the cabinet, so that is perfect. That's great. We'll okay, here we go then. So this is our rival. I mean, as I said, we've had Perez and Leclerc already last season. I think the Mercedes are definitely going to be up there, so we'll pick Hamilton as our potential rival for the first couple of races of the season. See how we fare against the Mercedes. They're definitely going to have some pace on the straights. I can tell that for sure, just based on the qualifying in Bahrain. So we'll see how we get on. But yeah, amazing first race. Can't complain at all. So hopefully we can keep that up into Australia, which is going to be week 2. So as always, guys, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. If you want to check out any of last season, that should come up on the playlist, so make sure to go and check those out as well. And I will catch you all on the next one.